Namaste. Today I shall speak to you about the truth of truth. What do I do? My mind says there are so many truths in this world of ours that the word truth becomes a misnomer, ambiguous. We have factual truth, we have logical truth, we have conceptual truth, we have apparent truth. So many truths are there that what is exactly the truth? So we have to say that besides all these truth, factual and observable and conceptual and logical and factual and whatnot, let's come down to one basic fundamental truth, the truth of truth, the essence of truth and the source of truth, so that at least we know what is truth. So the mind can never fathom truth. It's not possible. It's only in the absence of mind truth prevails. Like in the absence of darkness there is light. Or in the absence of lie there is truth. So mind cannot. It can know truth. There can be knowing about truth. It can understand truth or the truth of truth. But it cannot experience truth. Sorry, it can't. Experiencing is to do it with an effort through the mind. You have to make an effort to experience. An effort is a process of the mind. And our subject is of spiritualism, which is effortless. The spirit does not require any effort to awaken. Mind does, to be activated. So, body, mind and spirit. Body, mind. Body and mind keeps changing constantly. It can understand factual truth, what science calls it as a fact. But these facts also keep on changing. So how can it be the truth of truth? The truth of truth has to be eternal. It has to be permanent, unchanging. It cannot be constantly changing, or it cannot differ from one person to another, like in the world of us. My truth differs from your truth. My truth is based on belief and faith, which many a times is not even verifiable. Even judgment, besides fact, even judgment cannot be taken as the actual truth. It can vary from person to person. It can vary. So now you understand how difficult it is to know and understand truth. That is why I lay so much stress upon clarity. It is clarity which provides us everything. And after that, only after if we have clarity, do we go into the right direction of applying what we know and understand. Otherwise, we can be in a wrong direction altogether. Our experiencing can be in a wrong direction. And why mind can't experience truth is because it is dual. It is relative. It is objective. These are all relative truth. Relative truth means the truth is based upon lies. And to tell you the truth again, only human beings lie. Plants and animals do not. Human beings live in duality of this and that, good and bad, positive and negative, truth and lie. So lie has more strength. In fact, it's a lie which comes first and truth by the world follows. So it is beyond, truth is beyond the capacity of mind through its thoughts, beliefs, and dual living, relative living and dichotomies of opposites, of hot and cold, which constantly keep changing. Constantly keep changing. And spiritualism deals with the subject which is unchanging, which is eternal, which is infinite, which is absolute. So, we need to know, to understand what is the absolute and what is relative. What is the subject and what is the object? Object comes out of the subject. The subject is the absolute. The absolute is the whole universe. And everything that is contained within it is the objective, which we study upon. Without the truth of truth, the universe falls apart and everything in it falls apart. Because the universe is unchanging. The universe is one without a second. So, that is how it is. And the absolute is that in totality, in wholesomeness, in oneness, without a second. Is oneness without a second. So in the material world, truth is apparent. Truth is ambiguous in the material world. Relative, objective and dual. Apparent means that which seems to be true may not be true. That which seems to be true. It's an illusion. An illusion. So in the world of phenomena, truth does not exist. Truth does not exist. Truth is just a word which is used without having any depth, without having any essence. Truth is consistent with reality, and that to the ultimate reality, not with the apparent reality which changes, with the source, with the essence. Like say in an ocean, the waves come and go. The ocean expand and reduce. What is the essence? The water. The water. Water is the essence of an ocean, of a pond, of a pool, of a river, of the raindrops. Water is the essence. And then, if you go deeper into the essence, then it comes to all that exists is energy by science, or Brahman by the Vedas. So, ultimate reality, the ultimate, is the essence of who and what we are. That is Brahman or energy. the ability. And why knowing and understanding, seeing, knowing and understanding is a part of spiritualism is, it does not entail experiencing. Experiencing is to do with spirituality. Spirituality, like humanity, divinity, sexuality, it's a process, a flow towards the subject. So spirituality is a flow towards the periphery of the spirit, but not the spirit. It's a process of the mind. Spirituality is a process of the mind by which you do yoga, meditation, tai chi, zen, etc., etc. So when the moment we use ity, it becomes an adverb to describe the adjective spiritual into the noun, the spirit. And what I was saying was that the truth of truth is one without a second. It's the ultimate reality. Therefore, truth can be defined, the truth of truth can be defined as that which is unchanging, which is absolute, which is eternal, which is infinite in the eternal now, which is existential in the here and now. Why existential in the here and now? Why do we say that? The Vedas define truth as that which is. Simple. That which is. And you extend that to existentially in the here and now. That which is, meaning that which is the ultimate reality. Consistent with truth. Truth and reality are one and the same. Used differently for the sake of our understanding. That. And not for our intellectuality. Intellectuality is by the mind through borrowed knowledge from here and there. Understanding, after you know through intellectuality comes the intelligence, which is spiritual, which is the supreme ability of the Brahman or energy. So, to know truth, we have to understand reality. We have to understand energy, what it is. It is just the ability of the nothingness of the universe to make things appear and disappear within itself, which is infinite and eternal and limitless. Limitless, which the universe is. And truth relates to the universe. Truth relates to the universe. And facts relate to our world. That is why you have a piece of cloth tied around the ties in as far as judgment goes. A lady carrying a weight measurer with a cloth tied behind, meaning law is blind. It goes by its sections and laws and evidences which can be manipulated, witnesses which cannot be verified at times and things like that. So truth is related to God. The definition of God as given by Vedas is Sat Chit Anand. Sat means to exist, that which is Sat, from which comes out Satya, truth. Chit, pure consciousness. Anand, bliss. To exist in pure consciousness is bliss. So pure consciousness becomes the truth, becomes that divine within us, and that is why we are referred to as that art thou, that the divine is within you. in order for you to experience life and come to know what is a lie, who's lying, how to utilize relative truth in a certain manner. We human beings lie, plants and animals do not. We lie. Truth exists amongst us. That is what it is. So the pure consciousness has been given a different name and a word also by the scriptures. Sakshi. As the witnesser. Witnessing through mind. Now why Sakshi is the ultimate truth? It's the supreme ability of the mind, Sakshi, to witness the mind in the superconscious level where no thoughts prevail, in the silent zone of the mind, where it resides and is dormant because the desires and emotions are too strong in the human brain and the body, with identifications and attachments to permit it to awaken. But then again, it's because of the Sakshi or the witness, through the body and mind being the witnesser in the form of a soul inside the mind, that we can figure out the right from the wrong. Whenever we are doing something wrong, there is this witness behind, silently, subtly, without making an effort, always telling us. Otherwise, if this divine within was not there, can you imagine? As it is, we live in a chaotic world. What would happen? If this Sakshi was not there, if this divine was not there, there would be utter chaos, mayhem. As it is, we are going on destroying this planet Earth because the Sakshi, the witness within, is more or less dormant. We are not listening to it. It keeps trying to check and guide us, the divine within, because we are that divine. We are that. We are that. We are not body and mind. Body and mind constantly changing. It's changing. Millions of cells are changing. Our mind, our thoughts are changing. It's wavering. It's not stable. It doesn't know what it wants because it keeps on wanting. It doesn't know anything. So the divine within keeps checking. The divine within keeps checking. And the person who is alert and attentive, a person who is conscious by being alert and attentive, is intelligent. Most intelligent people, most successful people, there's one basic element in them, and that is they're alert. Because the moment your mind is alert, the superconscious awakens. The witness, the Sakshi awakens. So, until we enter the essence and the source of ourself, the Sakshi, our truth within will not awaken, because the mind, which is 98% or 99% subconscious as per science, unconscious, in a subconscious manner, depends upon desires, emotions, beliefs, faith, which keeps changing, which cannot even be verifiable. So truth is that ultimate supreme ability of energy, not the heaven or hell or the human gods in organized religion. Now confirmed by science. Truth is nothing but waves of energy in quantum mechanics, waves of energy from which atoms, protons, electrons, neutrons, etc. are formed to form into matter. And consciousness, which is metaphysical, consciousness, if pure is the truth. Because the consciousness in which mind plays around is ego. Ego is not truth. Ego is your identification, which you try to prove to others. How truthful you are, sorry. That's a joke made out of truth. Even when you are unhappy, you will say, I am very happy. If somebody asks you, your ego will not permit to say, I am sad. You may be very sad inside. So truth is ambiguous. Truth differs as far as the subconscious mind or the mind goes. Only in the supersection where there is no mind, where there is no thought, where there is no belief, where there is no faith, truth prevails. Truth prevails. Contained in that section which we call as the soul. So truth is the ultimate. It's the God. Is the ultimate reality. Is that love. When love is absolute, in totality, purely in giving, and not expecting anything in return, not attaching to anything, love is God. God is truth. Truth is reality. And that is how we enter into the essence and source of our life. Thank you for listening.